Such a start of a long day. All right, everybody gets a hug.
Send it. Send it.
Oh, it's gonna be so warm.
Spending too much time talking, let's start jumping.
Yeah.
This is what it's about. It's a love fest. All right, who gets to carry Jeremy back for me? Hey. All right, you ashy dude.
Is that enough of a nug for you, Danny? Check your profile soon.
You want to give me a countdown?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Race fever.
So tell me about this. You are a base jumper.
I'm a base jumper.
So you are famous for jumping off bridges over and over and over again.
In September, Weiland leapt off the bridge 61 times to beat Dasher's old record of 57 base jumps.
Are other people going to try to break your record?
My buddy Miles, the guy who actually set the record in 2005, may have some interest.
Base jumper Miles Dasher reclaimed his record for the most human-powered base jumps Tuesday morning.
This is going to happen again in a couple of months here. You're going to go do. What is your goal?
I'm going to push for 70.
70. Nice. You're going to try to make this record stick for a bit.
Is it right over left? Is it left over right? So it's an unofficial world record. There's only 2 people in the world that have ever done this, myself and Miles. Miles has done it twice. I will be doing it my second time this coming Friday or Saturday. And it is most base jumps off of the Perrine Bridge under human-powered conditions in a 24-hour period. There's a bridge, it's 486 feet high. It spans the Snake River Canyon. And so what we do is we take a bike from one end of the bridge, ride it to the exit point, we jump, land, drop a gear, team of packers packs it up, and then I hike all the way up the side of the canyon, grab a new set of gear, and do the same thing over for 24 hours. You don't hike your gear out. You have a team of people who either shuttles or hikes your gear out. Your job is to jump, land, hike, jump, land, hike. It really is. It's wild. You know, for the event, you gotta have your diet figured out. It's, you know, it's not, you have rest and digest, fight or flight. And when you're in fight or flight, you can't really eat the way that you need to eat. At a certain point, I will not really have an appetite for much. And so we basically mix protein, carbs, and fat together into a drink and just lug it down. It tastes gross, but it gives you something to run off of. And then more ashes. There's so many ashes. John Van Horn and Jeremy Strump. These guys will be in my pocket. It'll be fun hanging out with them again and jumping 24 hours. I hope they don't break in my pocket. It'll be really gross and sweaty. This is always a fun joke we like to play. If you touch Jeremy's consistency, he's like super smooth and soft. And Jeremy was like a smooth, soft, sensitive guy. If you touch John's, it's very coarse and abrasive and rough. And you know, John often could be somewhat abrasive at times, especially as an employee. So I always find it funny that even in this form, they still resonate parts of their personality in a plastic bag. It makes me smile. So, and then on the last jump of the event, we're going to do a jump together and set these guys free from my nervous system. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. Let me show you the fridge. You know, it's funny driving in a car for 10 hours one way, 20 hours round trip, and we're still not even going to equal the amount of time spent hiking and base jumping. Isn't it funny that you can throw a person off a bridge in Idaho, but you can't throw something off of the bridge like a pumpkin or a, marble? I have to deal with Wyoming for like 3 more hours. It's like Nebraska with more mountains. I shouldn't say that. Wyoming's great. Do they make marbles anymore? We'll get back to you on that one. So as you can see, it's a bit windy here in Twin Falls, Idaho today. Not the best conditions for base jumping. And will you just turn around for a second? Just let's take two. So as you can see, there's a bit of wind here in the valley today, and we had the event scheduled for today, Friday, September 15th, but it's just too windy to base jump. It's not safe, it's not fun, and you can't pack, you can't do anything in winds like this, so we're pushing it back till tomorrow, 7 a.m. Saturday the 16th.
I'm Rick Weiland, and I'm standing here next to the Perrine Bridge in Twin Falls, Idaho. Danny wanted me to be here. It was important to him, and this is probably the biggest endeavor of his life. I feel really good about being here to support him, but I also have a lot of anxiety about possible problems. I have never asked him to stop jumping. I don't want to contribute to his being anxious or guilt-ridden in any way, because that would, I think, inhibit his focus and concentration. But I don't think he can understand my anxiety or his mom's anxiety until he has a wife and children of his own.
My whole adult life, I've used exercise and base jumping as a way to fill a void that I didn't understand due to depression. You know, the loss of two very close friends in a span of 2 months last summer was the catalyst for just everything to fall apart.
Daddy. I love you, Julian.
I love you, Daddy.
John Van Horn and Jeremy Strump, both base jumpers. John died last June from a base jumping accident in France. John was my boss. He was my landlord. He was my mentor for base jumping. He was my best friend. He was like a second father. Jeremy died of natural causes in his sleep about 8 weeks after John passed. So very, very quick succession. So it was just like the perfect storm of breakdown. The potential that I had when working with John, he always got really frustrated when I wasn't living up to my potential. And after he passed, his loss and Jeremy's loss were the catalyst really for me to go within myself and bridge that gap between where you are, where you know you can be, and make the leap. It's a healing event. Yeah, we're rallying around a person who wants to accomplish a very ludicrous and lofty goal. But the energy behind that goal is what's important.
Ready.
I feel good. Just setting the goal and then breaking it down into what it's gonna take and looking at that objectively and saying like, wow, I will be a different person once that's done. It's like a snake shedding its old skin, and that's what's exciting to me.
I said the beef is in the oven and it is ready to be breaded. We're gonna fucking send it.
You know, this whole year has thrown just completely unexpected things that I didn't think that I could handle, and you just keep going. All right, you ashy dude.
10, 9, 8, 11, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Race begins.
Base jumping's fun. All right.
Good job, man.
One down. Lots more to go. But you uncovered it. High fives.
Go get her.
doesn't have a ZP nose.
Good job, Danny.
Dude, flying all these different canopies, none of them respond the same. I'm gonna give this to you because it's a mess.
I'm not actually gonna do shit to this.
That's a mess.
Did you hear me? I had to stop.
No.
Oh, you're This is a disaster. What an asshole. That's my
Don't even just test. Yeah, just go straight for the nose. This is amazing.
You're doing great.
How's he doing?
He's doing great. He's not hypertonic. He's got all this energy.
He's still speaking in full sentences, so that's like miles ahead of where he was last time.
Let's see what happens when you say miles. He said you're miles ahead. Oh. Don't say the M-word.
Huh?
The whole event is just hiking and climbing. So you wanna get your body in a very comfortable place where it can do that for a very long time. It's like running an ultra marathon with a very rapid spike in your epinephrine for 24 hours. Meaning you're not only physically taxing yourself by hiking straight up a canyon for 24 hours, but intermittently you're jumping, which means your endocrine system is just dumping serotonin and dopamine and epinephrine into your bloodstream at a volume that's not healthy. And so your neurology actually wants to just shut itself off. Yeah, after about hour 7, it's not fun anymore because it hurts, it's uncomfortable.
Squirrel Master.
This is the funky chest strap. We'll take care of that.
Hey. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, yes. We're still doing it. In case anybody wondering. Still jumping. Yeah.
I can see it starting to wear. I mean, we're going on 9.5 hours now, and we're just a little over like halfway there. And he's setting a slower pace than we did last year. I can see him kind of shutting down and getting quieter and kind of withdrawing and pulling into himself. It's all fun and happy and rainbows and unicorns and stuff to start out, but then here's where the rubber starts to meet the road, So we'll see.
I don't undertake something because it's easy. I undertake it because I think it's gonna break me into pieces. The most important lessons that you're gonna learn are the ones that you're experiencing in your worst, darkest hours. And so if you don't have that darkest hour, you're not going to learn that most important lesson. The whole year and all of the struggles that I went through, you know, emotionally and spiritually, that was training. You know, that was the most important part of the training. You run into the pain, let that course through you. Just going through that is going to change, you know, fundamentally who you are.
Jay, good to see you, man. Take care, man. Watch out for this kid for me, huh?
Yeah,
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Right on, awesome, yeah.
No,
dude, you gotta be proud, man.
Yeah.
You raised a machine.
Well, whatever.
Unbelievable, man. Freak of nature, you know, he's like, this is amazing, you know. Yeah.
He got his inspiration from you.
Yeah, right on. I'm honored,
So,
you know.
This is your thing.
Yeah,
Right here.
loving it, you know, totally. I'm just glad that he's just crushing it as strong as he is. And I just hope that he's safe tonight. I know the dark is the hard, dangerous part, but just wish him safety, you know.
I mean, he had a nice opening and everything was fine.
Okay.
But it's really blowing up.
It's pretty gusty.
Okay, well then if that's the case, if that's the forecast, what we'll do is just kind of play it by ear. Because really what he's doing is he's starting to hit that mental wall and he's looking to be able to like relax and just go. And you can kind of do that.
Yeah, I
with
can.
PCA. Okay, works.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, make it real loose.
Send it.
Yes, indeed.
It gets lonely, like the mental isolation. It's basically just a couple of minutes where there's like people contact and everything else is just him here focused. It looks like it's kind of like cloudy, so we're not going to have that moon. You lose a lot of depth perception at night, so you got to be a little more careful. The mechanics don't change, it's just you can't really see what's going on. If your canopy's doing something that feels funny, you know, you can't just look up and see what's going on. You got to kind of go by instinct and go by experience. He doesn't necessarily have that mental energy to expend on problem solving on something like that. So then it becomes incumbent on us to make sure he doesn't have those problems to begin with.
All right, you're all set, Dan.
So what we're looking at, Danny, is we got to maintain basically to an hour, 30-minute turnaround time. So we're bumping up against that. We're consistently getting into the 25 to 28 second. So maybe just try and bump it up. Just not huge. We're at 49, I think. That was 49. Yeah. Hey Rick, what are we at?
We're at 48.
48.
49.
Okay.
That last one was 24 minutes.
Okay.
Did it, Danny?
Woo, Danny,
Picked up
got
You're just working your ass off. That caliber of challenge is something that turns something on deep inside of me to get better and grow stronger. At a certain point, it's not physically how hard you've trained, it's how much reserve do you have and how positive can you be when you're tapping into those.
Come on, brother, come on. What time is it, 2 in the morning?
Not even.
Yep, just about.
5. It's a good time. Really good time to be awake with your friends.
I'll be right back to hug you, Rick.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, come back to help you.
There's a lot of people in our community who've lost their best friends. That shifts your perspective, and you really do come to value the people in your life and your own life and how finite it really is. So that for me is probably the most heartbreaking thing, is that all of the bad has finally turned good, and we've lost so many people in the process. You can't share that with them. You know they're proud.
When